Fans of Coronation Street believe they may have uncovered a major twist involving Lisa Swain and Carla Connor, and they're convinced it has nothing to do with their upcoming wedding, even after the couple confirmed their big day. Supporters of the pair, lovingly nicknamed Swarla, were thrilled when it was revealed they would tie the knot this spring following their emotional reunion. Their relationship had previously been shaken when Lisa's ex-wife, Becky Swain, shockingly resurfaced after being presumed dead. Regular viewers of the ITV soap will remember how Becky's dramatic return last September drove a wedge between the couple. She reappeared in Weatherfield after supposedly dying in the line of duty, just days after Lisa and Carla got engaged, and quickly caused chaos. Despite Becky's determined efforts to split them up, even persuading Lisa and their daughter Betsy Swain to leave the country with her, her plans were ultimately stopped. In the show's major crossover with Emmerdale, aired in January, Carla joined forces with DC Kit Green to uncover the truth about Becky and Kit's superior, D.I. Costello. Their investigation prevented Becky from escaping abroad with Lisa and Betsy. After discovering that Carla had been abducted and locked inside a storage container, the unlikely allies managed to stop Becky, though only after she had already been involved in a devastating car crash while heading to Hull to catch a ferry to Rotterdam. Lisa and Betsy survived the ordeal, and Becky later received a 12-year prison sentence for her crimes. Following their reconciliation, Carla surprised Lisa by arranging their wedding date at a luxury hotel. Although the ceremony appears set to go ahead after months of turmoil, drama still looms. Their special day is expected to end with a disturbing discovery when Betsy finds one of their neighbors dead on the cobbles. Now, talk of an unexpected curveball ahead of the wedding has sparked intense speculation among fans. Many viewers believe the surprise could involve Lisa's estranged family, possibly turning up or making contact for the first time in years, with some suggesting Becky may have previously isolated Lisa from them, leaving a long-buried family secret ready to explode. Things take a shocking turn in Coronation Street next week. As a disturbing stalking storyline unfolds, a brutal assault leaves someone fighting for their life, and fresh secrets begin to surface about Jodie Ramsey. Drama escalates quickly, with insiders teasing intense scenes, from Bernie Winter-Allahan being terrorized by newcomer Mal Roper to her eventual arrest after he is viciously attacked and left in critical condition. Bernie's ordeal begins when Mal corners her inside the cafe. Encouraged by Jodie's manipulative behavior, which leads him to believe Bernie has feelings for him, he becomes increasingly obsessed. When Bernie finally makes it clear she wants nothing to do with him, the situation turns deeply unsettling. Mal quickly isolates her, convinced they are destined to be together, and refuses to accept rejection. Later, Bernie faces another chilling moment while home alone, with Dev Allahan and Asha Allahan both away. Her fear intensifies when she discovers someone has cut her face out of a wedding photograph, a sinister warning that leaves her terrified for her safety. Feeling unable to remain in the house, she flees in panic. Her anxiety grows further when she hears a loud bang at the door and arms herself, convinced Mal has come to harm her. Instead, she finds her son Kit Green outside. Relieved, she confides everything that has been happening, turning to him for support as their once fractured relationship continues to mend. But the crisis deepens when Mal is later found brutally injured. This follows Bernie angrily, warning him to stay away, even threatening his life if he didn't back off. At the police station, Lisa Swain informs Kit about the attack, leaving him stunned to learn the victim is Mal. At the hospital, doctors reveal Mal has suffered severe head trauma and remains in critical condition. Suspicion quickly falls on Bernie, and she is arrested for assault. Shocked and desperate, she insists she is innocent and explains what really happened before the attack, but doubts remain about whether she is telling the full truth and whether she will be cleared. Meanwhile, Jodie faces troubles of her own when a mysterious young woman named Olivia begins following her around the cobbles. Olivia confronts her about abandoning her and her sibling, clearly rattling Jodie and exposing that she is hiding something significant. Later, Jody is seen once again with her trinket box, hinting at yet another secret waiting to be uncovered. At the same time, she appears determined to get closer to Shona Platt's husband, David Platt, as part of her ongoing fixation on her sister. Suspicion grows when Shona realizes her wedding ring has mysteriously disappeared. Jody later claims she spotted it wedged behind the armchair and asks David for help retrieving it, seemingly relishing the chance to be physically close to him. But whether the ring was ever really there and what Jody is truly planning remains a troubling mystery. Coronation Street viewers will soon see Roy Cropper deliver a serious warning as he unknowingly gets caught up in a dangerous situation involving Bernie winner Allahan and a deeply unsettling man. A reckless decision made during a moment of emotional collapse is now coming back to haunt Bernie. Still devastated by the loss of her son-in-law Billy Mayhew, which followed closely after her son Paul Foreman died from MND, she drowned her grief in alcohol and ended up sharing drinks in a hotel with a stranger named Mal Roper. Although Bernie had never met him before, viewers had already seen Mal's volatile side. He stormed into Roy's cafe, wrongly accused Roy of pursuing his wife, and violently lashed out. Mal's wife had been corresponding with Roy, who had no idea she was married, which fueled Mal's rage. Heartbroken over his own collapsing marriage, Mal had gone to the hotel to drink away his pain. He and Bernie connected over their shared misery and continued drinking in his room. When he tried to kiss her, she firmly rejected him and made it clear she was happily married. Feeling guilty, Bernie returned home to Dev Allahan, only to be horrified when she discovered Roy had hired Mal to fix the cafe's electrics, meaning he would now be around her regularly. Mal initially promised to keep his distance and insisted he wouldn't be around long, but instead, his behavior has become increasingly intense. He has even begun showing interest in crystals and angel cards, seemingly trying to mirror Bernie's spiritual interests in an attempt to win her over. His obsession becomes undeniable when he invites her upstairs to Roy's flat for time alone. Things take a far darker turn when Dev and Asha Allahan go away together and Roy briefly leaves Bernie alone at the cafe. Mal locks the door, confesses his feelings, and refuses to accept her rejection. His behavior turns menacing, leaving her terrified. Her fear deepens when she later discovers someone has cut her face out of a wedding photograph, a chilling act she believes only Mal could have done. Convinced he broke into her home, she becomes too frightened to be alone. The next day, she confronts him with the damaged photo and demands he leave Weatherfield or face police involvement. He denies everything. Meanwhile, Roy still sees Mal as a harmless man going through a difficult time. When Tracy Barlow mentions that Ken Barlow needs a reliable electrician, Roy is more than willing to recommend him. Bernie urgently steps in, warning Tracy to stay away from Mal and telling Roy he shouldn't be trusting someone he barely knows. Now the question remains, will Roy listen before it's too late? Coronation Street is broadcast on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.